How are y'all doing? Thanks for coming in. Happy New Year's to you guys. Y'all got your party shoes on today? My party shoes will probably get kicked off by about 9 o'clock tonight because I am not a party animal any way, shape, or form. I was planning on doing this on I set it up on my phone, but I was planning on doing it on the laptop. But anyway, we're on the phone. I've got the phone propped up with the laptop, so. So how's your New Year's Eve going, guys? Three-wheeler, how are you? Hugh, you enjoying your days off? I've got the stuff up on the computer too, so I don't know. It's not registering anything, which no big deal. So, as long as you guys can see me on the phone, that's all good. Kind of like a picture in a picture. Been trying to work on doing my 2025 recap short. I'm doing good, Hugh. Thank you. How are you? Um, I was gonna do a long form video for the recap, but a lot of my content was vertical, and I figured it would probably jack up. So anyway, I'm gonna do a short on it. Um, Shooting at just a little over a minute. Mexican Spec, how are you, my friend? How is the weather down where you're at? I'm sure there you have no snow. But yeah, I really suck at editing. Joe Bird, how are you? Um, but I think I'm up to about 47 seconds on the short, and it's probably taken me 3 hours time I go through all the footage and reduce it down to 1 second clips. It takes a lot of time. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I don't know the way. So it is what it is, I guess. So I'll get her done before the night's over with. I'm going to finish it up after I get off the live stream, and hopefully I will have it up around 7 p.m. Central Time. So, Mexican Spec, what are your plans? What do you guys do to celebrate down in Mexico for the New Year's? We used to go out and celebrate quite a bit, but anymore, it's just not worth it. Plus, I can't stay up very late anymore. I like my sleep. The older I get, the more I like to sleep. I'm reading off the computer. It's a little easier to read. Oh, a lot of gunfire goes off on New Year's Eve. A few people do that around here too. And I guess I've been guilty of popping off a few rounds at midnight myself a few times. So 4th of July and New Year's, but I'm too tight anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to spend the money for the rounds. So, what do you need to get $2,350 for, Joe Bird, before July? Yeah, you live in town, don't you, Hugh? I'd say the local popo probably wouldn't much care for that. Yeah. I could use. Hey, that'd be good short content. They come flying up your house with lights on. You could record them. People like drama on YouTube. You know how that is. You're going to buy you a truck. Well, good. You know what you're getting yet? Yeah, it's hard to hide the smell of gunpowder. It is definitely unique. Oh, that's a good idea, Mexican Spec, to bring your animals in. Yeah, it really freaks out the. I know my dogs. They don't like the gunfire, even though we have a gun range right across the street, and I'm sure they'll be popping a few rounds off tonight. So. No, I don't care much about the ball dropping, which when it's on TV, and when it does it, it's 11 o'clock here. So by the time it's midnight, all the hoop to do is all over with. So a '69 C30, a 1-ton, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Is it a dually or a single wheel? I'm hoping once I get this recap done, I've got to start editing on the Mustang video. I was going through downloading all the clips and stuff. I probably got 30, 40 clips to go through to get a video out on it. So that'll probably take me forever. But anyway, that's my next project before I start in. So, and kind of waiting on logistics right now. And I know you guys know all about that if you've ordered anything online here lately. It's just a terrible time of year to order anything. We've got, I think when I ordered it, they said it was going to be at least 2 weeks out. That was their first estimate, so we'll see what it actually turns out to be. I did get a few parts in off of Amazon today, which took a few days longer than it said, but anyway, we'll get some more ordered. By the time they get here, I'll probably have to order some more. So. The guy who bought it paid $500, and now he wants $2,500. But all he did was a carb and a fuel tank and a pump. Yeah, new parts are cool, but they're expensive. I think the order I put in at Rocco Auto, shipping was $26. That's one thing. Rock Auto is good to buy price wise, I guess you could say. Even if you add in the shipping, they're still cheaper than the local parts store. But certain things I won't order. Anything that's got to be a core charge, I'll go to the local parts store just for the simple fact I don't want to hassle with having to pay for shipping it back. And then, if they reject it or whatever else. But anyway, anything that's got a cord charge, I buy direct. So, yep, the holidays. And hopefully, I'm going to say it's probably going to take till mid January to the 1st of February before all these shipping companies get caught back up and back to normal. Yep, I agree. A lot of that, you got to be careful what you pay for. I know what I ordered says it has a year warranty, so if it didn't have a year warranty, I wouldn't have bought it because anything that's electrified. Wow. That's shocking that you actually bought it from a dealership for less than O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's is crazy expensive. Unfortunately, where we're located, we're not too far from the warehouse, their main headquarters. So they've got the market pretty much cornered here in Southwest Missouri. Every little cowpath town has an O'Reilly Auto Parts, and they pretty much have run Napa and everybody else out of the smaller towns. So you can get them up around Springfield. So get caught up here. Colleen, hello, how are you? Big plans for the night for New Year's Eve? Paver Boy, how are you? How are you celebrating New Year's Eve, Paver Boy? Well, Paper Boy, we don't talk religion or politics on the channel in the live, so. But I respect your opinion. Hicks Garage, not a whole lot. It's kind of talking about getting parts shipped and logistics or the lack thereof, and what all we got planned. So, cold, quiet here. It'll definitely be quiet here, Colleen. It'll probably be dark about 9 p.m. So, not big partiers anymore. What are you up to, Hicks Garage? You got big plans for the New Year's? I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep looking over here. I've got my laptop. My phone's propped up with the laptop. I was gonna go on live on the laptop, but it wouldn't let me because I had set up the live stream on the phone. So, and I'm very technology challenged. So, Paver Boy, you're sleeping. Well, you must not be sleeping a lot because you're on the live stream. $23. It's a little warmer here today. I'm going to say I got by today with just a t-shirt and a flannel shirt on. I had a coat on and it was too hot, but hoodie. So anyway. Yep, it happens. And it is the time of year to get sick. It definitely is. So, Hicks Garage, where are you located, buddy? Just out of curiosity, yeah. Well, I think it's supposed to be warm until Sunday, I think, here. Or warm for January, I guess you could say. So it's we're gonna pay the price. It's coming, guys. It's coming. The cold and the snow will be here. I'd be satisfied with 50 degrees and rain. 50 days, 20 at night. Yep. I got somebody who wants to be on live stream. Being a crybaby. Ain't you? Now, I went in the shop today because I've been working on that recap video. And so that's between that and unfortunately having to go to the grocery store. God, I hate that. Absolutely hate that. I don't mind going to the grocery store. I just hate going to the register. You can't buy hardly anything in the grocery store for under $5 anymore. Yep. Yeah, I don't think he can jump up here. But. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. You want to punch on the computer? You don't know what's going on. Now the dripper, you don't want up here, right? This is Bug. He's a rescue. All of our dogs are rescues. We don't pay. Well, we do. We definitely pay. We pay the rescue. It's around $200, I think, to rescue an animal. But that's all good. As long as they get rescued. The president is in the house. Well, welcome, Mr. President. What is the best dog breed? In my opinion, is a mixed breed. Heinz 57, whatever you want to call them. That's what I prefer. I don't really adopt on the breed of animal. I don't know why. It's kind of like you see them, you pick them, or they pick you. Yep. Well, you know, when they're rescued and they've been in the pound, I think they understand. They're appreciative of you. John Deere, welcome. Nothing. Just talking about this and that. And talking about New Year's Eve and dogs right now. And talking about doing my recap video for 2025. So it's I've got probably about 15 to 20 seconds more left to do of it, which, well, that'll probably take me another 90 minutes probably to do at my rate. So, and then I get on the Mustang video. I promise you there will be an ending on the video. Javi, what's up? Welcome. Where are you from, Javi? But we're going to start bouncing back and forth on the van and the Mustang because of all the parts issue and getting them here. I'm going to have a short coming up asking you guys a question. If you guys could check it out and leave a comment on it. because depending on how you go, um, I may end up having to buy more stuff. So, and there we go again for another 2-week wait. So, yes, I checked out your songs. I do like them. I'll admit, I've messed with AI a little bit. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I've got that. I have attempted to make a song or two. Like I say, I'm technology challenged. I have made a thumbnail or two. Actually, today's thumbnail was made for AI. And I'm just kind of mixed on it. I know a lot of channels out there are 100% AI. And if it's 100% AI, and I'm going to lose people on this, 100% AI, I don't consider that a content creator. You're talking to a computer and it's making the stuff for you. So I can understand the music, that as far as doing the whole videos, AI, there's nothing creative about that, in my opinion. But again, that's my opinion. So. And you see, Colleen, you see all this stuff on Facebook all the time, and I mean they're ruining the mainstream movies anymore. We went to one a couple days ago, and every explosion and everything else is just, you can see it's layered in the on the screen. You can actually see the flame. It's put over the top of other content. The only reason I know that is because you can do it on the computer, but they're just AI has its uses. It's just not. YouTube shouldn't allow all videos to be made with AI. Just my opinion. So, for what it's worth, that and $3 will get you maybe a cup of coffee. John Deere, I understand that 100%. I couldn't make music, nor could I play music. And back in my younger days, I guess I could sing according to my music teacher. But I don't think you guys really want to hear me sing. Probably be like a cow caught in the fence. But yeah, I struggle with creativity sometimes and stuff like that. And like I say, music would not be my forte, for sure. But no, I've talked to Randy about that, and he gave me the thing, and he actually made a song for me to use on the No Name National video that I put out. I've still got the song. I just haven't used it. I just have a hard time. I'm so old school, and I don't like change. I don't like change, and I guess I need to get with the times, I guess. But well, I know that YouTube, they're persnickety on music altogether. They I don't know how many times I've got ginked for copyrights for 10 seconds, 11 seconds of music. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Nitpick. I had that Christmas light movie that I made, or video I made, not a movie. Video I made had 10 copyright strikes. 10. I wasn't going to change them until after Christmas. I really wasn't going to change them at all. And then I got to looking to see if YouTube even offers Christmas music. and they do. So I broke down yesterday and removed all the music and re-uploaded it with their free Christmas music. Not near as good, but I figured, I need the watch hours, and what little watch hours it is getting, you know, I wouldn't get anything from that. So, all right, Colleen, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have a good New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's to you. Tell everybody in that neck of the woods I said, hey. You were using music from CapCut on your videos and I paid for it. Oh, yeah. Um, what did I use? It wasn't CapCut. It was some kind of music creator from Filmora, and hell, that stuff was more expensive than the actual Filmora. A year subscription to Filmora is like $60. The music was, I think, $10 or $20 a month, and every time I would use it, I would get copyright strikes with YouTube. And I tried to correct it multiple times on different videos and this and that. Never could. Never could. I'm thinking, why am I paying for music and I'm getting copyright strikes? So I finally canceled it. And the stuff I was paying for really isn't any better than what YouTube has. It's still crappy music. I just don't understand how they allow mainstream music. You can play up to 60 seconds on a short, but you can't have 10 seconds in a video. Explain that to me, guys. Yeah, John Deere, they'll copyright uh, flag you on the slightest little bit of music. I think the only way I've had music slide through is if you're talking over the top of it, so it can't really. I guess it can't distinguish the thing. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. If you ever find the answer to that, John Deere, you let me know because I would love to know how that works. Joe, you'll have to ask somebody else. Well, I guess John Deere probably knows. He's done it. Randy does. I don't know. I've never actually made one that I like yet. So okay, you got to download them in a file, and then upload the file to YouTube. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Well, YouTube must not be promoting this live stream out there. How dare them? Hello, Lisa Anderson. How are you? Valley, is that the way you pronounce it? How are you doing? What are you guys doing for your New Year's Eve? Or is it New Year's where you're at already? Got a wiring nightmare up here on this table. Huh, Paul Fury Gallery. I don't know. I don't know, Hugh. Like I say, I'm technology challenged. I just did a voiceover for this recap video, but that's not AI. You can record your own voice of what you want to say, and then that makes a file, and you can add directly to your video. So, okay. Hi, Lovey 825. How are you? Get all these freaking notifications off. Oh, they probably do. Who knows? We were talking about pew pews a minute ago. They probably clicked it off because of that. So what are you up to, Lisa? You in Valley Valley or Vale Vale? Not sure how you pronounce it. You got it with 11. I'm slow here. You'll have to help me out there. Oh, okay. All right. Your Windows 10. Now you got a Windows 11. Yeah. I have no idea what is on my computer. I talked to a buddy of mine that was a computer dude, and I said, "This is what I want to do with it," and I strictly bought this computer for YouTube. I mean, I'll use it for other stuff, but that's my main purpose. I wanted memory, fast, and I can't remember it all. And he did some research, and he told me I wanted a gaming computer. Okay, I don't know what a gaming computer is, but I guess I got one. And I wanted a big screen because, as you can see, I need glasses. So that's why I say it's easier to read off the laptop than it is the phone. Eight to five. Why was last night's tough? Yeah, I would love to just use my phone. It would make things a whole lot easier. Plus, phones have a lot of storage on them. But trying to edit on the phone, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could see it that well to do it. Joe Bird, you download that Sono or whatever it's called? Voice text stinks, doesn't it? Eight to five, you still out there? Jojo, you just hit download only song to your phone. Then you take pictures through CapCut. Make it how long the song is, and then add the song. Okay. You make it sound easy. I don't know what CapCut is. I know it's an editing tool. Never used it. You guys are the techno gurus. There's so many different. There's so many different. What do you want to call it? Editor programs out there. Does CapCut, is it a free editor or is it something you got to pay for monthly? I'm not much on the monthly subscriptions. I do use Kavana or whatever it's called, Canva or whatever, and it's a monthly subscription. Not crazy about it, but till I find something else. That's my early warning system here. Carlo, how are you? Sounds like somebody's here. I hear a car. Flames. I've seen you on Grindr. Have you? Well, I'm not sure what it is, but it's possible, I guess. Oh, okay, John Deere. Yeah, I've got about 30 on you. So you're definitely more tech savvy than I am. So Flames, what are you up to? You got big plans for the New Year's Eve? What about you, Carlo? Or it's probably New Year's Day over the morning at you guys, isn't it? Or close to it? What, is it an emergency? Tell me all about it. CapCut is free. Okay. I may check it out and look at it because I can't complain. The Filmora, it's only like $60 a year. So 6:37 in the a.m. Well, were you a party animal last night, Carlo? Or you go to bed early like the rest of us old farts? You be home early? Okay. So, well, the Filmora, I pay for it, but I don't have the so-called Pro. They still limit me to certain things, and naturally, the stuff I want to use, they won't let me use it unless I pay extra. So it's always round about the money. So. Well, they get you sucked in on the free version, and then they tell you about all these new and exciting ways to make your videos even better. Rusted Metal Garage, how are you? You got big plans for tonight, Jamie? Are you locked in, Hugh, with the 1999? TikTok owns CapCut. Okay, I did not know that. You sound about like us. We are. New Year's Eve is kind of my junk food night. Every New Year's Eve I get, well, junk food. I guess it would be called bar food, what a lot of people would call it. Fried food, ravioli, mozzarella sticks, little smokies, party type food, without the party and the alcohol. I might actually have a beer in the fridge. I might take down and break down and drink a beer tonight, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. Yeah, that's what they do. They wait for you to be a day late so they can jack you on the new rate. But so far, most of you guys know that this YouTube thing is a money pit right now. And we probably know it will never pay off. But that's okay. What else will we do? Right? Nothing on TV to watch, so we all spend our life on YouTube anymore, seems like. Okay, I understand. 8 to 5. Yep, that would be not a good thing. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I've got a screen on my laptop I've never seen before, so. All right, Jamie. Enjoy your day. Be careful going home. Watch out, there's crazy people out on the road, and it gets worse as the night goes on. New Year's is canceled to see it in the streets, but you can watch it on TV. Sad because of the terrorists, they are saying. You know, I don't really too much worry about the terrorists, but I also don't worry. I don't live in a big town or a big city. So I'd say if the terrorists were in my location, they'd be pretty daggum hard up. Not saying there isn't any, but they'd be pretty hard up. And this is Redneckville, so. Yep. I could go on about the Minnesota thing, but I won't. But yeah. Totally crazy what's happening. You know, they need to just suck it up. You're not going to please everybody. You just need to please the true Americans and be done with it. I think we could probably have a pretty good conversation and do a lot of venting just by ourselves sometime. So I think we're on the same page. But anyway, get off that. That was irritate me. I stole Randy's Pepsi. Speaking of Pepsi, I went to the freaking store tonight, supermarket or whatever you want to call it, grocery store. I don't know if the Pepsi man around here is on strike or what. There was not one 2 liter bottle of Pepsi, not one 2 liter bottle of Mountain Dew.
Wow.
And I'm like, what the heck? They had the little bottles, but Coke was full. They actually had a sale on Coke, which it'd have to be pretty cheap for me to buy Coke. But I had to break down and buy RC, which I like RC okay. I prefer Pepsi, but tough times, tough decisions, you know. Well, that stinks. 8 to 5. You can't see your real parents. That's too bad. Are your real parents not able to visit you where you're at? Yeah, we've all had obstacles we've had to overcome when we were younger, and we'll continue to have obstacles as our life progresses. But we've got to find a way to deal with it and work through it. Sorry, I got a habit of looking over at the chat on the computer screen. Yeah, yeah. Do what John Deere says. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Well, that sounds. It's too bad. It, yep. Just have to try to not make the same mistakes our parents have made in their lives. So be better. I laugh, John Deere, because of I have that same problem. Not autocorrect, but voice text. Voice text says all kinds of crazy stuff that does not come out of my mouth, but it seems to make it up. I'm surprised I put a cuss word in it. It's pretty critical about cuss words, seems like. Graham Marston, how are you? And welcome to the live. Michael Miser's around. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Graham. So we'll have to explain that in OFART terms. If you watch closed caption on video, it doesn't get close. Well, there's times I have to watch closed caption. And I do get a kick out of watching the Randys and there's closed caption. I don't think it picks up North Carolina hillbilly all the time. Join the club, John Deere. I can't spell either. Never have, never will. My dad was the same way. He couldn't spell. And I flunked hooked on phonics, so there you go. Iran. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it just throws whatever out there. I'm sure it was hard to leave your real family. Your autocorrect is corrupt and doing shorthand on chat. Now I'm paying for it. Tennessee. I used to live in Tennessee years ago. I didn't live there for long, but I did live there for a few months over in the actually around Maryville, Tennessee, in a little podunk town. About probably 30 minutes away from that. Graham, where are you located? Hugh, you're still a pup, buddy. Fayetteville, North Carolina. We have a Fayetteville about 100 miles from here. Well, hopefully next time that we get over to the Randys, we can get together sometime. It's the peeps in their 20s. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I gotta go over here because the phone's scrolling quicker. Well, that's too bad to hear that your mom was killed in an accident. 2 hours southeast. Three-wheeler. Welcome back. I know you was in here earlier. Um, 2 hours southeast. Yep. So, are you any closer on the engine? Or are you still waiting on the parts? Daryl, welcome, buddy. How are you? I know you're the party animal. I'm sure you got big plans for New Year's Eve, don't you? Oh, okay. I seen somebody had a 4.6 for sale with the tranny on Marketplace, and I'm thinking there may be a swap, but I don't want to mess with all the electronics on it. I'll go back old school if I end up changing. Don't drink, don't smoke weed, and don't hang out with people. So we're going to play chess. Well, I'm probably going to play the back of my eyelids about 9 o'clock. So that's how exciting it's going to be here. So, going to do a little pigging out on junk food because that's what I like to do on New Year's Eve. And then the wife will make a big pot of white beans and cornbread for tomorrow. I know you're supposed to eat black-eyed peas, but I can't stand them. They taste like freaking dirt. Or at least they did the first time I tried them, and I have no desire to eat tomorrow. You're going to have 6 videos out tomorrow. Good God. I'm trying to work on my recap video for the year, and it's taken me forever, but I suck at editing. And I'm up to 47 seconds on it. By the time you go through the old footage, find out what you want, and then cut it down to 1 second bleeps, and try to organize it somehow, it takes a lot of time. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. You. Oh, that was Daryl. I'm sorry. Gonna do a cam swap on the engine, put it together, and hopefully it'll get fired up and run. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I want to watch that. Once I get the recap video done, I am going to work on the Mustang video, and I've got probably 40 plus 40 plus clips to go through and edit and cull out, but that's my biggest downfall. I take plenty of video, whether it's good quality or not, but I take plenty of video, and then I have to weed through all of the stuff. When are they saying the hardest is supposed to come in? Well, if you do that, Grandma might not stay asleep if you start popping rounds off. So. Oh yeah, the dogs will be jumping on her trying to hide from it. Well, you probably won't get it tomorrow, New Year's Day. They may, but a lot of people don't work on New Year's Day, so I'm waiting on getting the tracking number on the Rock Auto order. I don't think they've ever sent it, and they've had it for 2 or 3 days. I know we ordered some coffee online. Nothing fancy, the Black Rifle coffee. And it's been ordered for a week. And it kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. I swear it's coming from Colombia. But we got a notification that it was in California this morning. So it's supposed to be here in a week. I'm glad I'm not relying on it. But it will be the last time we order from Black Rifle Coffee Company. Yep, supporting everybody's channel. It does take a lot of time. It really does. And I've got to get a TV over in the garage, and that'll help a little bit. But it's hard to keep up on everybody and actually really physically watch their content to get what they've got in it out of it, instead of just being noise in the background. So I've had to cut back on some of my viewing so I can get stuff done. I've a lot of the live streams. I try to watch as much as I can, but it gets kind of hard, and trolls just kind of take it out of me. So. Yep, I seen Never Done is definitely on. Just started. Hopefully they'll be good tonight and have they won't have no connection issues. I know they've been having some, so ever since they renovated the office, gonna burn up my new TV. I'm trying to support many people, I guess. I'm sub to hundreds of people. Yep. And then, yeah, I have no idea how many people I'm subscribed to. Hello, Stephen. Or Stevens. How are you? All right, Daryl. We'll see you in a little while. You have a good New Year's too. Big plans for New Year's, Stephen? Never do E as never on. Steffens. Is it Steffens? Did I say it wrong? Stevens. Steffens. Hey, Olivia. How are you? Okay, 8 to 5. We'll see you later. Enjoy. That's kind of how I do it, Hugh. I'll have the live stream on the TV, and I'll do I can't chat on the TV, or you can't text on the TV, so I do it on my phone. So what's your big plans for the night, Olivia? How are you bringing in the new year? Tired. Yeah, I was kind of born that way. What have you been doing to make you tired? Or just gloomy day? Okay, John dear, thanks for coming in, buddy. Have a good New Year's yourself. Hanging with the family. Yeah, sometimes family can be exhausting.
Hey, no.
My early warning system's going off again. You haven't been to sleep since yesterday. Well, that's not good. You gotta get some sleep. What are you doing there, early warning system? Hmm? Well, I haven't been asleep since about 6 this morning. Olivia, I guess I don't know what's going on. I haven't been to the live streams here lately. What's going on with Boggy? Yeah, I hope he'll probably be well passed out before that. Vernon, what am I wishing for in 2026? Well, I can wish, but how about 1 million subscribers? That would be grand. And not only for me, for all my friends to get 1 million subscribers. Is that a good wish, Vernon? If you'd subscribe, that'd be one less I'd need. Iron deficiency in it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's supplements or something he can probably take, but another way to not get sick seems like is to stay away from people. It's safer on YouTube. Just joking. At least you can't spread germs on YouTube. Maybe computer germs, but not people germs. I do not know the answer to that, Hugh, so I can't answer it. Bernie, you still in here? You asked me what my wish was, and then you disappeared. Was you going to grant it? I know when I worked at a factory, they used to have salt tablets out by the water fountains. Do they do that at the? Is it General Tire you work for, or Goodyear, or are you allowed to say? Yep. Oh, it's definitely hot in the tire factories. I worked part time and as a EMT in the first aid station um, for General Tire, and I don't know what it's called now. I'm sure it's been bought out by several other companies since I worked there. But where they cook the tires, yeah, I bet that's really hot. He let them drop so low. It's taken a while, and it just opened him to sickness and more abuse to his body. Huh. Yeah, I'm sure he'll have some recovery time. So, but hopefully, hope he'll be back on his feet and well going again in no time. Yeah, it seems like if your levels spike, then you also have crashes with it too. So, man, there's getting notifications, all kinds of videos of everybody trying to get out with another video before the year's up. So, ugh, celery, that's nasty. I don't care what you put on it. Cheese, peanut butter, it's still freaking nasty. Vernon says, well, the continuation of the same will follow into the new year. Well, I'm slowly gaining subscribers, so hopefully they will continue into the next year. Matthew Schrader is in the house. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing? Olivia, are you putting out new content on your channel? I know that for some reason, some channels, I've got one channel that's pretty small that's set up to get notifications, and I haven't got a notification from it for months. The owner of the channel had to tell me that he put out a new video, and I had to go dig for it to find it. Yes, it is just another day. One day leads to another, leads to another. Well, Matt, there's a cure for that. How to stay out of the hospital. Don't get in them damn wrecks. Well, don't feel like you're the only one, Matt. There won't be no party here either, so. Huh. I will go check it out, Olivia. Only 60 days. Oh, that's not bad. Did they give you a possible out time on your hospital stay? I know you'd like for them to kick you out. My eye's been bothering me all day. It's kind of funny watching myself on the phone and on the computer. It's kind of like watching Randy's on the TV and on the phone. There's a big delay in the stuff, so computer's slower than the phone is. I'm not sure about the TV and the phone, so. I wouldn't normally have done this on New Year's Eve, but it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is afternoons when I do my live stream. I normally only do one a week. That may or may not change, I don't know. This YouTube's not a full-time thing for me. So life gets in the way sometimes. So, but I'm going to try to do better this next year on trying to do a little bit more long-form content. And I've got several videos downloaded to the computer, a few how-tos and stuff. So, painting a car. What are you painting? Chris, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I left a comment on the gram. Happy New Year's to you, too. I'm guessing you're not going to be out partying either. About to see a new Corvette hit the wall at Yellow Belly. I don't know what Yellow Belly is, but that'd be kind of cool to see. I'm getting behind. Just call me Randy.
Hi, this is Beth Knott. I was calling back about
Okay, the
styles.
55. You painting that fender? Yes.
Thank you.
I sure didn't know it was Kubota orange, but it's all good. I think the reason I like the Gremlin so much is because when I was 15, my dad had a car lot, and he had an orange Gremlin, just like that, and it was I don't know, it was one of my favorite cars.
I wanted the 2.5%. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good New Year. Bye-bye.
Got to go paint Laura's car at some point. I'm not. Who is Laura? Your shop is your happy place. Yeah. You definitely spend the time there. That's for sure. It looks like you live up on a ridge. From the best I can tell, when you was washing the old 55, it looked like you were up on a ridge up there. Well, there won't be no painting in my shop for a while. I'm far from that. So, hey, Kitty Pigeon, I didn't see you slide in here. How are you? Happy New Year to you too. I watched your latest video this morning. I'm backlogged on watching videos. I've kind of cut down on watching live streams and trying to get some long forms, because I know we all struggle to get our long form videos watched. Everybody wants the shorts. Instant gratification. Yep, don't feed them after midnight. You'll be in a world of trouble. Amateur reviews. Happy New Year to you. Or is it already New Year where you're at? Boggy's Kid, okay. I'm not familiar with everybody, so. 200 acres in the middle of nowhere. Well, I don't have no 200 acres. I have 12 acres, and that's enough. Hello, David. How are you? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I watched your latest, or I believe it's your latest video from Lowe's. I just hadn't gotten around to commenting on it yet, but I did get it watched. Yes, Chris has definitely some cool cars in his shop. They the cars I got in mind are not necessarily cool, more like nerd cars, but good to hear, Kitty Pigeon. Good to hear. You're doing great. So, David, is the temperature above 50 down there today? I know Gator was on earlier this morning, and he said it wasn't supposed to get to over 50, and he was staying in the house. So, I don't know if you live anywhere near Gator, but I know you both are down in Florida. So, all right, Chris, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy. Means a lot. Yeah, if I had 200 acres, I don't know what I'd do with it all, though. I don't hunt, so nothing against hunting. I just don't hunt. Well, I don't do much with 12 acres. The only good thing about having 12 acres, you don't have a neighbor on top of you. Um, I lived in a subdivision, and I've lived in town before, and I've lived in a subdivision, and I just don't like neighbors that close to me. 48 now, but the high was 56. I'm going to say it was probably close to 56 here today. Yeah. David, do you have a HOA where you're at? 20 feet, yeah. Yeah, when they live that close, their business becomes your business, doesn't it? If they get loud. Yeah, when I lived in the subdivision, we had an HOA, and I absolutely despised it. And then our neighbors moved in from out of state. They were an older couple. They were nice until she became the vice president of the HOA, and something happens to people when they get on a HOA board. It goes to their head, and then they get power hungry. Seems like. Yeah. Well, I'll never say never, because I've said that before and ate them words. But if I can keep from it, I will never live in a place that has an HOA again. Yep, exactly. Well, they started sending out letters about dogs. You could only have so many dogs and blah, 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 which naturally we had more. But I'm thinking, who are you to come in here? I've lived here for 8 years. You just move in, and then you're going to tell me how I'm going to live my life or do what I want to do on my property. Ain't happening. Yep. They ain't nothing but a PIA, David. PIA. I would have no desire to live on a golf course. Not that I wouldn't play golf. I've tried to play golf. I suck at it in the worst way, but I wouldn't want to keep up with all the dues, the green fees, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they get power hungry when they become board members for the HOA. I think the HOA president prior to the one when we moved there embezzled like $10,000 from the HOA, but then they let him go. They didn't even prosecute him. Watch for falling iguanas down here in Florida. Stevens Garage, are you in Florida, I'm guessing? He paid that place off years ago. It's stupid everyone is selling, and it's in Boca Raton, Florida. Oh, I'm sure there's a buttload of HOAs down in Florida. Cow pasture. You say cow pasture, I have to laugh at that. There's a golf course that I used to go to. It was really cheap. I think it was called the Summertime 9. And that's exactly what the guy did. He was a farmer. I guess he lost his money on the cattle. So he thought, I'm getting rid of all the cattle. And he disked everything up, packed it back down, and made a golf course out of it. It was cheap. That was the only good thing about it. It was cheap, and it was rough, but that's what they called it. It was a cow pasture made into a golf course. I'll check it out, Joe Bird. Yeah, I think all this that golf course had was like old three-wheeler golf carts that he must have bought off of, I'm going to say, Craigslist or in the newspaper back when they had ads, and tinkered with them, got them running because they were ragged out. But again, you could play 9 holes and a cart for like $15, so which was cheap. So. I'm looking over at I've got my phone propped up with my laptop, and I can see the chat on the computer better than I can read the small writing on the phone. So, but I plan on having my recap short out here in the next hour or so, provided I don't have any YouTube problems. I've got it on the editor now. I've got about 15 or 20 minutes and put an ending on it. Not 15 or 20, 15 or 20 seconds left to put on it. You know, when you're doing 1 second blips of a recap, and you're going through all your footage and trying to edit 3 minutes down to 1 second, you try to pick out the good stuff out of it. So. Oh, I'm sure. I'm not putting any music in it, so that'll be a blessing. I've already fought the music thing once this week. I'm not going to fight it again. Well, thanks, Stevens. Joe Bird needs the help, just like everybody else. Yeah. Is it the song you just made a few minutes ago? Yeah. Well, good luck. When you get that figured out, you let me know, because I'd like to know too. Right now, I'll just use the crap that YouTube lets you use. So when I use their, even their Christmas music that I used, a couple of the tunes you had to copy and paste whatever you want to call it, the license to your description. So, okay, Joe. I thought it might have been the one you just made a few minutes ago. So, well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. I've been on for an hour and 25 minutes. And if I don't get off here, I'm not going to get my recap video done. I am a little bit. So, but anyway, I want to get that recap video out there for you before midnight. And then tomorrow we'll start editing on the Mustang video. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Messiah. Figure out something to call you for short. Welcome to the chat. Nine will see you. Yep. 9 will see you. That'll be 8 o'clock for me. I might make it up to 9, so that'll be your 10. Olivia, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. David, thank you for coming in. Happy New Year's to you. Hopefully your neighbors won't have any gunfire going off. Stephen, Small Engines, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Keeping up with the chat. Hugh and Joe Bird. Good night, everybody, and keep your head down tonight. There'll be gunfire. Good night.